On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Broth.
A liquid in which meat, fish, or vegetables have been cooked, used as a base for soups and stews.
Examples:
Chicken broth. Remains of broth. I always add a bit of broth to my soup to give it more flavor.
Narrator.
A person who tells a story, especially in a book or film.
Examples:
First-person narrator. The narrator of the TV program. The narrator makes use of the local dialect.
Smartphone.
A mobile phone that functions as a computer and connects to the internet.
Examples:
Smartphone app developer. Smartphone addict. Internet traffic volumes have increased significantly with the advent of smartphones.
Censor.
A person or institution responsible for examining books, movies, and other forms of media to determine if they are harmful or offensive and should be banned or altered. An official in charge of banning or suppressing information.
Examples:
Censor a book. Censor a TV program. The newspaper editor decided to censor the controversial headline to avoid backlash.
App.
Abbreviation for application, software designed to run on smartphones and other mobile devices or inside a web browser on a PC.
Examples:
Killer app. Cannot log into the app. The discovery of a critical bug caused the company to delay the app's release.
Satire.
A literary or artistic work that uses irony, sarcasm, humor, ridicule, or exaggeration to criticize human vices, follies, or shortcomings. A genre of literature or art that uses such techniques.
Examples:
Satire magazine. A pungent satire. The comedian's satire on politics had the audience laughing and thinking.
Reinstate.
To restore or bring back to a previous position, status, or condition. To return someone to a former job or position which they previously held.
Examples:
Reinstate a policy. Reinstate a team member. The boss decided to reinstate the recently fired employee after realizing their mistake.
Germ.
A very tiny living that causes the disease, a piece of something such as an organism, concept, etc., capable of growing into a new one or part of one.
Examples:
Antibiotic-resistant germ. A germ-free environment. The germ of his idea came from watching birds flying in flocks.
Stern.
Serious, unyielding, or strict in manner or attitude.
Examples:
Stern warning. A stern look. The student's antics did not amuse the stern teacher.
Nanny.
A caregiver, usually a woman, who provides child care services in the home of the children's parents or guardians, either on a part-time or full-time basis.
Examples:
Part-time nanny. Professional nanny. She works as a nanny for a family with 2 young children.
Deem.
To consider or decide something in a particular way.
Examples:
Deem socially responsible. Deem wrong or inappropriate. Regarding earthquakes, some commercial buildings were deemed unsafe.
Racy.
Having an exciting or provocative quality, lively and entertaining, often with a sexual or scandalous connotation.
Examples:
Racy talker. Racy humor. The author's racy writing style added excitement to the novel.
Newsstand.
A small retail establishment where newspapers, magazines, and other periodicals are sold, often along with snacks, cigarettes, and other items.
Examples:
Newsstand vendor. Crowded newsstand. The city's central square has a newsstand kiosk that sells international newspapers and magazines.
Authoritarian.
Characterized by strict, absolute control and obedience to authority or rules, dictatorial and lacking in personal freedoms or individual rights.
Examples:
Authoritarian practice. Authoritarian government. The authoritarian leadership style left no room for dissent or alternative opinions.
Cyberspace.
The electronic space where computer-mediated communication and interactions occur, often used to refer to the Internet or virtual reality environments.
Examples:
Cyberspace security. Virtual cyberspace. Hackers are constantly trying to exploit vulnerabilities in cyberspace for their gain.
Glob.
A small, round mass or lump, a drop or blob of liquid or viscous substance.
Examples:
Glob of paint. Glob of honey. She squeezed a glob of toothpaste onto her toothbrush.
Interlink.
To connect or link together, to cause to join or connect.
Examples:
Interlink 2 molecules. Interlink the power source. The different departments are interlinked and work together as a team.
Aft.
The opposite of forward, located at or towards the rear or back of a ship, aircraft, or other vehicle.
Examples:
Aft cabin. Aft view. The aft section of the ship suffered significant damage after the collision with the reef.
Sultan.
A king or ruler of an Islamic country or state, particularly in the Middle East, a title of respect for a Muslim ruler or leader.
Examples:
The Sultan's throne. Ottoman Sultan. The Sultan's royal guard is highly skilled and fiercely loyal to him.
Step.
A vast, wide, and usually treeless plain, typically found in semi-arid or arid regions, characterized by fertile soil and grassy vegetation, often used for grazing livestock. An expansive and open grassland ecosystem found in Eurasia and North America.
Examples:
Steppe climate. Barren steppe. The nomadic tribes set up camp on the vast steppe.
Liberate.
To set free, to release or rescue from captivity or oppression.
Examples:
Liberate people from oppression. Liberate potential. The prisoners were liberated after the war ended.
Overthrow.
To defeat or remove a leader or a government from a position of power by force.
Examples:
Overthrow the government. Overthrow the theory. The group aims to overthrow the military regime.
Shred.
To tear or cut something into a small pieces. Noun, a tiny or scarcely detectable amount.
Examples:
Shred paper into little pieces. Shred lettuce for a salad. There is not a shred of evidence that he is guilty.
Dossier.
A collection or file of documents, information, or records compiled about a particular person, subject, or event, often used for investigative or background purposes.
Examples:
Confidential dossier. Compile a dossier on the suspect. The detective examined the dossier of evidence, trying to piece together the case details.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Incite.
To encourage, stir up, or provoke someone to do something, to urge, instigate, or stimulate someone to take action, often negative or aggressive.
Examples:
Incite violence. Incite rebellion. The politician's speech seemed designed to incite anger and unrest among the crowd.
Resigned.
Having accepted something unpleasant or difficult, particularly a job or situation, without complaint or resistance, accepting one's fate or circumstances.
Examples:
With a resigned voice. Resigned to their fate. She had a resigned look on her face when she realized that she had lost the race.
Destabilize.
To cause something to become less stable or secure.
Examples:
Destabilize the market. Destabilize a good relationship. The political crisis destabilized the country and caused widespread turmoil.
Senator.
A member of a legislative body, especially a member of the U.S. Senate.
Examples:
Junior senator. Senator term. The hawkish senator gave a speech on the new bill in the Senate.
Convict.
To prove or declare someone to be guilty of a crime. Noun, a person serving a sentence in a jail or prison.
Examples:
Convict him of manslaughter. Convict in a jail. He was convicted on fraud charges and sentenced to 5 years in prison.
Conquer.
To bring under control by force or authority.
Examples:
Conquer fatal disease. Conquer the world. You must conquer your anxiety about driving.
Empower.
To give someone the power or authority to do something.
Examples:
Empower my life. Empower the secretary to do the same. The company empowered employees to buy low-price items without approval to achieve efficient purchasing.
Constrain.
To restrict or limit someone or something's freedom or ability to do something.
Examples:
Constrain his freedom. Constrain information flow. The political situation constrained the country's economic growth and foreign relations.
Oversee.
Situated or operating beyond national boundaries, in, from, or to foreign countries.
Examples:
Oversee shipments. For oversea use. The company enhanced overseas operations to tap into new markets.
Robin.
A small bird from the thrush family, typically having a red breast and found across Europe, Asia, and North America.
Examples:
Robin eggs. Robin's nest. I love listening to the cheerful song of the robin in my garden.
Nationalist.
Relating to or supporting a political ideology that emphasizes a strong sense of national identity and devotion to one's own country.
Examples:
Nationalist sentiment. Nationalist revolt. The nationalist rally attracted thousands of supporters.
Mediate.
To try to bring about an agreement or understanding between people who are in conflict.
Examples:
Mediate allergic reaction. Mediate a negotiation. The teacher had to mediate a disagreement between two students over a stolen pencil.
Adversary.
A person, group, or force that opposes or fights against another, an enemy or opponent.
Examples:
Adversary team. Political adversary. The boxer's toughest adversary was his fear of losing.
Enslave.
To make someone a slave, to deprive someone of their freedom of choice or action.
Examples:
Enslave poor peasants. Enslave indigenous people. Her beauty enslaved me completely.
Situ.
Short for situated, meaning located or placed in a particular position or circumstance.
Examples:
Ex situ conservation. In situ control. Melanoma in situ is considered the earliest stage of melanoma and has a high cure rate with appropriate treatment.
Condemn.
To express strong disapproval or criticism of something.
Examples:
Condemn violence. Condemn crime. The government was condemned for its handling of the crisis.
Disproportionate.
Too large or too small when compared with something else, or not deserving its importance or influence.
Examples:
Cause disproportionate damage. Disproportionate amount. This big gate is disproportionate to the small hut.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Onus.
A burden, responsibility, or obligation, something that is required to be done or achieved.
Examples:
Legal onus. Financial onus. The onus of responsibility fell on the project manager to meet the deadline.
Intermediary.
A person or organization that acts as a go-between or mediator in negotiations or transactions between two or more parties, a middleman, a broker, or an agent who facilitates communication, trade, or dealings.
Examples:
Financial intermediary. Intermediary role. The intermediary between the buyer and the seller helped them agree.
Pollute.
To make an area or substance, such as land, air, water, etc., dirty or harmful to living things, by adding waste matter or harmful chemicals.
Examples:
Pollute the air. Pollute the thread. We should do our best not to pollute the environment.
Groundwater.
Water that is present beneath the surface of the ground, especially in soil or in pores and crevices in rock.
Examples:
Groundwater supply. Contaminated groundwater. The town's main source of water is natural groundwater.
Enact.
To make a law, to put something into practice.
Examples:
Enact new legislation. Enact the smoking ban. The government enacted this law in 1925.
Prolong.
To extend the duration or length of something, particularly a period of time or an event.
Examples:
Prolong the agony. Measures to prolong the lifespan. We need to prolong the meeting for another hour to discuss all the issues.
Baron.
A member of the lowest grade of nobility, equals group of people from a high social class.
Examples:
Media baron. The domain of a baron. The baron's castle was the center of political and social life in the region.
Geopolitical.
Of or relating to political activity or relations between countries and groups of countries, as influenced by the physical features of a country or area.
Examples:
The geopolitical situations. Reduce geopolitical risk. The country holds dominant geopolitical power over its neighbors.